Hello to the newbies, welcome back to the veterans. It is time for Ted to talk boxing. When we talk about the top pound for pound fighters in the world today, particularly the top three, irrespective of the order people have them in, you're probably going to get Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford and Naoya Inoue. But to my mind, to really show that there's no pound for pound king, you could have former undisputed cruiserweight king Oleksandr Usyk at the top of the pile. This is a guy who is no less than the second best cruiserweight in history. This is a guy who in 2018 had the best single year of a boxer since Manny Pacquiao's 2009. This is a guy who I've never really seen flustered or given too much trouble in the ring. A real ring general. And I'm going to give 3 solid reasons as to why Usyk could be number one. In recent years, the cruiserweight division, which has historically been looked upon as something of a lukewarm division, a division that doesn't always produce fantastic talent. We got some pretty good guys over the last few years. Ambitious, strong, big punchers, capable boxers. Oleksandr Usyk was one of the standout talents. He rose to the top and he spanked the rest. A lot of people heap praise on becoming a multiple weight world champion. But you look at guys like Ricky Burns from Scotland, a 3-weight world champion, and Adrian Broner, 4-weight world champion. You've got to ask yourself, what are their outstanding victories? It really does come down to quality of opposition. That is why the likes of Benny Leonard, the great lightweight, often in the top 10 greatest fighters ever, he only fought at 1 weight, but it was to do with the opposition that he beat and the dominance that he displayed over them. Usyk has dealt with an impressive group of young, previously undefeated fighters who were coming off big wins and who were filtered into a tournament where they all knew there was a lot at stake and they were fighting for that extra bit of honour. Terence Crawford did become undisputed at 140 pounds, but he didn't beat the quality of opposition that Usyk did. Whether or not you felt he deserved the nod, I think we can all agree that there are a few fights in Canelo Alvarez's career in which the decision could have gone against him, maybe 3 or 4 of them, without there being too much of a fuss. With Oleksandr Usyk, okay, he hasn't fought anywhere near as much as Canelo Alvarez, but look at the concentration of quality, and he has had really no controversy. Closest fight was against Latvia's Maris Briedis, who went on to win the 2nd tournament of the cruiserweights. Close fight, but really I felt the official decision nicely captured what happened there. You can maybe give Briedis a generous draw on one card as a salute to his effort. But really, I couldn't get it any closer than 7-5. Usyk seemed to recognise when he needed to pick up the slack and turned it on a bit more in some of those closer rounds. He got popped with some good shots, but he picked up most of the rounds, and he was mostly the master in there. After the fight, he acknowledged it was his hardest fight so far, and he was going to learn from it. Now, of course, a key point here is the fight took place in Latvia, and he still got the decision, which leads to my next point. Yes, of course, when the bell goes, it's ultimately you and just the opponent in the ring. And a lot of fighters talk about being able to just absolutely zone everything else out, the sight, the noise, and they can only see the opponent. But there is something to be said for those people who just do not need home advantage. On the other side of the coin, it's why the likes of Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward used to get a lot of criticism. People didn't like the fact that they always had that slight benefit of familiarity, of their own place, and it can just possibly give fighters a little bit of an advantage. Usyk beat Krzysztof Gravatsky in Poland. He beat Murat Gassiev in Russia. He beat Maris Briedis in Latvia. And he came over here to the UK and spanked Tony Bellew. That willingness to just go all over the world. You deserve some brownie points for that. Now, of course, world champion. The clue is in the title. Great champions like Muhammad Ali, middleweight Carlos Monzon, part of their greatness is the fact they fought all over the world and they showed other fans they were a world champion. Usyk is cut from that cloth.